right. They do not have a supernova down below ground, but waiting for it. It's going to be Boomy. What the...
And I don't know the exact number. I'm just kind of guessing there.
Oh, X-Nova. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. He's in trouble. He's dead. Oh, God. Eurus.
Fish down in the wood for that. I think he just walked into it. At bot lane as well. They're going on old 11.
Oh, there's the magic missile with the bash, but old 11. Southern Crush. Sprout. Oh! Old 11. He just needs to get away from this. Stroke of Fate slows him up, and they get the kill. All these treants here. Bash, Southern Crush, Magic Missile, DY coming in. He'll have the Fortune's End too. This time, Old 11 won't get away. DY, the master of taking the kill with the Purifying Flames. It immediately got dewarded though. This time, the Sentry doesn't hit it, so it won't be dewarded immediately. And you take a look, is DY now in trouble? X-Nova's here too, so they've got 3 heroes. Magic Missile comes in as the rotation from Yang and PYW. Whoa. A lot of boys coming over, but the Wrath of Nature rips through PYW as well as Ori. If they could just get the Inkswell off, they should be able to trade some kills. They get X-Nova, but PYW goes down. The bash is out, and Old 11, FY trying to do what he can. Old 11 now on the run. One more shot comes in, double kill for Ori.
Has a snake in 1 second.
3 for 2. Mystic Snake. Tricks of the Trade doesn't actually avoid it, so that'll allow Yang to get the last shot and the kill. 4 heroes gone, bro.
Oh, faded brooch for the Deucer. He's gonna send it
back. He's got the Ocean Heart. Old 11, but he's already got the Corrosive Haze on him. FY into the Sprout. Tricks of the Trade. Remnant forward. On the run still is Ori, who's getting some help here from Yang. A 2-man Southern Crush, but that Mystic Snake doesn't bounce onto the rest of LGD, and Yang's just gonna die in this situation. LGD come out with no numbers gone just to get the bounty rune. Meanwhile, on the other side, though, they've got the Inkswell. They'll spot PYW. The swap won't get him far enough away from the popping of that Inkswell, and now they'll find DY. They also have Eurus, who goes into the arena, but they've got the Remnant as well as the Doppelganger just to get out of it, so the Mars arena really doesn't feel that effective against these heroes of LGD. However, they just don't want to dive too far. They've got Yang who can give the Corrosive Haze and really make this fight a struggle as Ori comes in. Looks over at Old 11 with the Stone Gaze. The only one turning the stone is Chalice. FY finally makes the jump, and they're starting to get around this Medusa. They'll finish off Ori, and they're just continuing to clean up some of these kills. Wave of Terror comes through, but that is only... There's the Inkswell with the Blink Strike. Tricks of the Trade comes in. Old 11 starts with Yang's Courier, then moves over and turns his attention onto Yang. He's silenced, but a lot of numbers coming in. There's the arena. They should get this kill on X-Nova. X-Nova, no Soulbind, so nothing to throw out even if he were off this spear. But they've got the Corrosive Haze. They'll hit the first hit bash on the FY, and now the Southern Crush follows it up. A lot more minus armor with the Wave of Terror coming in, and you see that Yang's just able to chunk out this Riki. All the while, though, Ori up towards top is getting forced behind his tier 1 tower, and they're still chasing. Corrosive Haze on a Somnus, so can he get those 3 shots so he can finally get the bash? You need to be careful, Somnus, but good sight with the Searing Chains. Yang in trouble, ends up dead. PYW and DY, they'll make their appearance into this fight as Chalice is pressuring them pretty heavily. The Magic Missile hits onto Old 11, Ori getting away with a lot of damage, but they force the False Promise from DY onto himself. Swap comes in, Purifying Flames, as well as the last shot from Ori on a Somnus. They get killed into PYW. Medusa now looking for Old 11. Purifying Flames once again. Can DY find it? Yes, he can. Finishing off Old 11. On a creep. Won't pop. Blink Dagger now for the Mars, so they have that initiation. They've also got the Diffusal Blade finish now on Chalice. Southern Crush misses, but they've got the Stone Gaze. Searing Chains locks up DY as well as Eurus. Heal up Yang. FY looking for an opportunity to jump in, but now they've got the Corrosive Haze. FY, I'm not certain he's going to try and walk into this. The arena's down, and FY just tricks the trades out. So Southern Crush through on a Chalice, going after DY. He'll False Promise himself. Damage on PYW as well. Sleight of Fist does a lot there, and also takes PYW's life. Inkswell stuns up this Medusa, but FY already gone. However, with no mana, this is a very susceptible Ori. He'll lose his life. This is probably the most aggressive game we've seen in a while. And they find the Ember, and Somnus gets the Flame Guard off. He'll start to run. Soulbind hits onto the Oracle. They take out DY, so they don't have a False Promise to use. Granted, it was on cooldown for another 10 seconds. They'll focus their attention on Ori. The Inkswell misses a little bit short. Somnus moving forward. Great job by Yang to get the Blink Southern Crush. I believe that's the Blink reveal for this Sardar. Side of Fist once again.
So that, you know, the Deuces at the front, Mars and Sardar just behind, and the supports are further behind. Oh, Spear. And they get a fly.
Fly getting caught again.
Like, yeah, so if you ever allow VICI to get in a position where they're ready to fight and they're like online, then
another
so much
spear
better for them.
Inkswell comes in, the damage on Somnus as well as Next Nova is heavily felt, but PYW ends up dead to Chalice behind enemy lines. And
oh, they see Somnus on the Ember.
now they got the Fortune's End out as well as the Bash Spear, and that'll latch.
Nice arena as well.
Got the arena down on the Chalice. They're starting to do a little bit of damage here from the side of LGD, but is it going to be enough? They ball back on this Ember. He's going to remnant forward. They've got the Soulbind onto the Sardar as well as the Mars, but the damage on Ori is just too much for him to handle. Eurus, he also dies. 2 heroes gone on the side of VICI. They'll take out Yang, the 1, 2, 3 fall.
With you when the double sprout meme happened? I can't remember.
I don't think so. Oh, Spear again. This one hits Chalice. And Chalice goes into the Doppelganger. There's the arena. Good arena by Eurus, but Eurus now out of mana. The Phantom's Embrace comes in with the BKB being popped by the Mars. There's the Mystic Snake as well as the Stone Gaze. They're doing a lot of damage onto the Phantom Lancer. He's trying to get out of this one, but he's stunned up and will end up going down. Nobody dead on VICI's end.
Try and take it like, straight away.
Ooh,
They find the backlines first.
Coming from the back, they've got the Side Fist as well as the Searing Chains. It only locks up the Venge, but they've got the Soulbind on it too. This is a problem for the Medusa who goes into the Mantle, but they get the kill into PYW. They look for the rest. Now binding himself over to Eurus, goes over to the side, gets DY. DY wants to survive and have a false promise to throw, but doesn't have that. So he's forced to buy back. Ori pops the BKB. They've got the Spear hitting on Old 11. Eurus taking a lot of damage, as is Old 11 with the Corrosive Haze on him. And DY, of course, he's right there to get the Purifying Flames kill. More forward. They've got themselves FY with the tricks of the trade. BKB's been popped by Yang now. Somnus back into the fight. They've disarmed.
Oh my god!
Massive damage onto this Medusa. Dead for the first time. Spear hits onto the sprouted trees. Yang hit with the false promise, so he'll survive for now. But now you don't have the false promise for the Medusa, who's out of mana and out of time. Dead for the second time. LGD overwhelm VICI and take this fight. And move forward, PYW with the Swamp Magic Missile hits on Axe Nova, but they'll get the kill and avenge. Yang now forced to use that BKB and TP out.
Jeez. Oh, big smoke.
Going forward, Eurus gets the arena down, but they've got the silence. Here's gonna pop the BKB. Medusa, what can he do? He's got help, and let's see what he can get. BKB coming over, Stone Gaze used. They've gotten themselves around Old 11 to get the kill into PYW as well as DY, but the BKBs are going to start to run out. The false promise is finally up on Ori. The remnant forward, they'll get the kill into Old 11, so they'll take out the Nature's Prophet. Chalice working some magic here onto Yang, but he gets the Slithering Crush. Ori surrounded, in trouble. Down goes Yang. He'll be forced to buy back, but they've gotten themselves around Eurus. They take out the Mars. They look at the Medusa. Only a bit of health left, and that's the Divine Rapier on the deck. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, there's the GG. No surprise. Divine Rapier in the hands of Chalice, and not certain he has ping problems, but it's not going to matter as game one goes the way of LGD.
I think it was Somnus in that fight, by the way, that got the halberd off onto the Deucer just before she popped BKB. And so there was
for the viewers at home.
I mean, for skill build, I like that he put an early point in Magnetic Field. I think it's really important in this lane, just to keep him alive. And he might actually still be in trouble here.
He's gone up a little far. Icarus time on top of Chalice. This should be first blood. Will be. Yang gets the kill onto the Arc Warden. That is not a spot you want to be in. But meanwhile, mid, Ori taking a lot of damage as he trades with Somnus, who eats the Mystic Snake, and he'll die.
That's a big one, boys. That's 200 gold. This game's going to ramp up real quick for VICI. I wouldn't be surprised to see DY coming up to this top lane as well at that point, or see Yang go down to the bot lane potentially. Phoenix is going bot here. PYW FY's in a bit of trouble.
They'll end up dead. Eurus gets the kill, but Eurus himself falls. They rotate over at PYW to get this kill onto Old 11, or at least try to. The Spirit Siphon Magic Missile comes in, and eventually Old 11 will lose his life.
And here comes the Necro on top lane. Oh, he's getting chased mid down actually. Somnus gets him.
Whoa.
Almost Yasha. Okay. Fair enough. He's doing alright.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Icarus dive. But there's the Hex.
my
Serpent
goodness.
Ward's committed onto Ori. Stonegaze comes in. FY looks pretty dead to rights here as the Supernova will pop. Stuns up the Shadow Shaman. Eurus gets the kill. They also take out the Courier. That was Serpent Ward's committed. Ori gets the Stonegaze out. Now they've got the swap. Somnus forced to Remnant away. Exorcism used. Old 11, he's sitting pretty low.
Why is that Exorcism?
But where's the false promise?
He's not level 6. Oh, he is level 6.
Yeah, he
I don't know.
told me he had it. Aurora, Oracle does have the false promise for himself if he can survive. No, he won't. But Yang now in trouble, or well, maybe he's not. A lot of damage done there on a Chalice for a second. Then I thought he may not chase this. However, he focuses his attention on the DY, and whoa! Spear from left field. Meanwhile, Ori goes down. They get PYW. This is a fight happening bottom, and the smoke used by DY and Yang, they'll survive. 2 for 2. That ends up being a bit of a
tool to teach.
bottom. DY. There's the Searing Chains coming through onto the bench. They've dropped down the Serpent Wards. The Arena is out as well as the Exorcism. X-Nova is near, so he does have the false promise, but he puts it on a Somnus. So Old 11 running with the Exorcism. They'll get the kill on FY. They look over at this Death Prophet. Searing Chains locks up Yang. Remnant forward in the false promise still. Yang one shot from dead. Surviving though. Now the Remnant back over. Searing Chains once again, but it's just not enough. Finally, Purifying Flames comes in from X-Nova to get the kill on Yang, but they've got themselves the stun with the spear on a Somnus. They aren't really following this up much just yet.
He's so tanky.
This is really just... They are winning this fight in, you know... in a bit
to like protect against all this physical damage.
Magic Missile, damage on Old 11. He's got nobody to really help him out. However, the Yules to avoid the spear. Finally, the heroes come over. Old 11, he's staying alive with the Spirit Siphon. DY ends up dead. Old 11 getting chased by 3 heroes, and it's taking everything to try and kill him, and they still cannot succeed.
How does he live there? What a sick ability, OS Frog, please. Please nerf Spirit Siphon.
And they're still going. They're looking for X-Nova. He doesn't have any mana left to do anything, but they finally get the Arena. They finally take out Old 11. They focus their attention on the Chalice. They can't get the kill there. Down on LGD after the chase is quite extensive. And, oh, Primal Roar? Somnus?
He's losing mana because of the Necrobook here on Somnus.
Now needing to
he doesn't quite
really
have mana
run.
For the Remnant jump.
Gets hit with the Magic Missile, stops his TP, still running. Icarus dive over. Sleight of Fist still just trying to survive here. He's got 6 charges on the 1, now 7, but...
But they have Beastmaster Venge Dusa.
Blink, Eurus, and Chalice. He's got the Tempest double, but there's the Icarus dive. Chalice won't survive. And they are just dominating Chalice on this Arc Ward. And they'll also get the Tempest double. Everybody coming around for VICI. He really... Second life here for the Dusa. Ooh, Spear again on Somnus. They have the Primal Roar to go with this, so... The lockdown is just way too overwhelming. Spear. Sight, Searing Chains onto the Phoenix. Old 11 coming over. They've got the Medallion, but there's the Spear once again. Exorcism committed if they can get anything from this. There's the Arena coming through. Swap. So Somnus is isolated. They want to go after this Supernova. They're going to need the right clicks, and I think they do get the kill onto the egg. Magic Missile just a little bit too late. They'll take the 3-time spree away. Also take out DY, and this is a bit of bad positioning and bad play from VICI. However, they can still recover. They've got Ori ready to go. Fortune's End comes through. He's now out of mana. A lot of damage being taken with the Exorcism rolling. Spear misses. Now the Hex as well as the Serpent Wards. They've got themselves the Shackle from quite the range. FY gives it up as the Stone Gaze comes through, but they get the kill on a Eurus. They'll take on the Mars, and they look for more. Somnus. Sight and Searing Chains now up. Sight and Searing Chains on a both, but the rest of your team isn't here. For the side of LGD. They do commit Exorcism, though. I say it's easy. They committed Exorcism and Serpent Ward. However, they could find mine. They could find more, excuse me, not mine. They're going to go forward. Icarus dive as well as the Supernova. Look at that damage! On 11! Pops the DKB. He's just dead. Somnus avoids the Supernova going into the Remnant away, but now he's in trouble. Sleight of Fist comes through once again. Ori on the back of this entire engagement. The False Promise will keep the Ember alive. Sunray,
Chalice.
top of Yang, burning Somnus, Chalice on the run. This is so far so good for VICI. Somnus will survive. and they've got the soul from the Necro Creeps onto this Arc Warden as well as the swap. They'll get the kill. Chalice gone, Shackles there on a DY, but there's nothing more to follow that up
Save
with.
your buddy,
So they've got the Magic Missile. They'll get the kill on an FY.
Too much from Eurus this game. We've had some nice spears, but I think this BKB is going to be, too important for him.
They do find Ori. They've got 3 here on the Supernova. Chalice trying to man fight this, and the Sunray comes in. They'll get the Tempest double, but the damage onto Ori is very overwhelming. They've got the swap as well as the Remnant back and forth. They get the kill onto Chalice. They'll take out DY. Now they're focusing on Ori, but he doesn't have the damage. Ori gets the kill on a Sovereign. They'll take out X-Nova. That's going to be 4 Primal Roar onto this Shadow Shaman, make it a 5th, a full team wipe for the side of VICI. LGD not as bad, even though they got team wiped, but Ori survives with a minuscule map.
Oh, wow.
That swap with a spear is beautiful.
That was cute.
Ooh. Now they'll go for more
here.
And they've got themselves the arena once again. Chalice locked up, spear comes in, and well, Arc Warden surviving for now, but not for much longer.
Yeah, X-Nova doesn't even bother using it.
We're gonna go towards Roche. Ori's in there, and now they jump. BKB with the arena, they focus the Oracle, they get the Oracle killed. He'll probably be forced to buy back and come into the fight immediately, but FY. And they just look at where the Supernova is. X-Nova's gone, Chalice is dead as well, and they'll just call GG. This game is way over VICI. A clean one, a quick one, and a one where they look really, really good.
Yeah, they look really strong.
The Avalanche, Ori, Ink Swell now looking over the Tiny, but the damage from the Ions as well as the Enigma. First blood's there for FY. Oh dear.
That's really good for him, and he's gonna get.
Oh, but Chalice, maybe even a little bit more.
He has a wave coming in though. Like there's 2 range cubes, right? So he's fine.
Bottom, they do get DY. Old 11 though. Ori with the Flame Guard burns him out, so Old 11 falls for the Grimstroke. Not exactly. Ink Swell doesn't pop on anybody. But here comes FY again. They're trying to find some of these supports. They do still have Yang here. Rocket Barrage, though, ripping through DY. DY gets a Stroke of Fate off. X-Nova comes in. They've disarmed this,
and that's the thing about these other position forwards. The other thing about these position forwards to rotate around. Oh, hang on. PYW top lane.
Vortex. They've got the Snowball all the way to the creep. But the Sinister Gaze is in. Rocket Barrage is also on top of him. Somnus gets the kill on a PYW, making it 4-3 for LGD.
Yeah, someone's just going to have to TP back to base though. Like,
they're trying to go with the Swashbuckle as well as the Ink Swell, but now the turnaround once again. Avalanche Toss coming through, and Snowball gets the save for a moment. Tag team used. Jesus! FY taking a lot of damage. That causes Yang to go down. They'll look over at Chalice. Body blocks from X-Nova. With the Rocket Barrage, Stroke of Fate slows him up. PYW, Ink Swell, and the Sinister Gaze! Great job by X-Nova. That'll keep the Gyro alive, and I don't think they get the kill on this Lich either. Unless he really does just run it down, which, okay.
PYW might die for this, though.
Yeah, they've got the Avalanche. They'll trade. I'm not really certain. Top lane again, Ink Swell. Venom's Embrace on the Tiny. Now, one shot from dead. Stroke of Fate comes in. Yang gets the kill.
Still only level 6 on the Gyro, by the way. About to hit 7, to be fair.
Ink Swell again. That pops on FY. Rolling Thunder comes in. FY taking a lot of damage, but he still has the Frost Shield. Finally, Ori makes a rotation and Remnants in. But this is a lot of commitment so far for Avalanche. Rocket Barrage, call down, Chain Frost, X-Nova with the Sinister Gaze. Doing a lot of damage, but the Swashbuckle brings X-Nova to about half. They still can't get the kill on anybody here on the VICI side. LGD lose 2, make it a 3rd. X-Nova challenge as well as FY are gone. The silence with the Phantom's Embrace makes it a 4th. Somnus down. VICI, they come away like bandits on that one with...
Yeah, and this Enigma... I think when the Blink comes online, it's going to be massive pressure on LGD to make plays.
Black hole on just Yang. He'll take it though.
I think that's fine then. Kill's the kill, right? They get the courier as well. So decent. There's the Blink
top.
Enigma now as well.
They look for DY. They'll get the kill. FY loses his life, so a 1-for-1 trade. FY. Or Eurus. Close Yang all up here. Avalanche toss, call down, a lot of damage being done. We've got the snowball, pulls in everybody, and now they're going for a ride onto this gyrocopter. They've got themselves the walrus punch. They'll get the kill on a Chalice now. Coming through is Somnus, but can he get anything from this? Good Soulbind.
Big Ink Swell
up to the Lich, and it's a 3-man Ink Swell shield crash on top. Ori does die to FY. So they do get the kill on the Ember. Old 11 taking a lot of damage. The adaptive strike is in. Eurus now focuses his attention over to Somnus, but Old 11 dies to PYW. They get the kill on the DY, the swashbuckle forward, as well as the disarm. He could try and go with the ball lightning over to try and get a kill on a PYW, but FY is here and he's already finished him off. They've got the swashbuckle once again. Somnus sitting low, toss back. That keeps Somnus alive. And he gets a courier for his trouble, but here comes Eurus to finish him off with the adaptive strike.
They really want FY, but he's so fast with his Shunkle Boots, I don't think they catch him.
Swashbuckle, adaptive strike, stuns him up, rolling thunder. And Avalanche comes in. Oh, wow. FY with the dancing shoes once again. Swashbuckle, X-Nova, Frost Shield, still slow. Adaptive strike hits though, and they finally get the kill onto the Tiny.
So. Chalice again.
Oh boy. Snowball, Walrus Punch. Silence with the Phantom's Embrace. They get the kill.
Chalice suffers really hard because of it all. And he's going to get first fight in BKB, but it's going to be like so late into the game.
Jesus. X-Nova blown up.
This is going to be
Blink, but the rolling thunder. Old 11?
He has no BKB. Okay.
Now you see what you are up against.
Would have been wild.
Oh no, X-Nova!
Jesus, he's just like, I can't play Dota. I'm not allowed to play Dota. I walk even to my own base. E-Boy dead. Adaptive strike comes down.
Oh, and they pick up a bounty rune from the shovel. They're actually,
GG!
oh my god!
Whoa!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Whoa!
VICI Gaming victory.
Whoa!
Yes. Final, I believe, for We Play Division 2.
Look at yours.
And the Timbersaw went up against the Sark. He's going to get first blood here with a Timber Chain. And this is something I wanted to talk about because when I saw the... Ember moving forward on the Yang. Ink Swell, good job. Good job with the Snowball. Now they go after X-Nova for a second, or maybe even turn their attention over to Chalice. With the tag team of the Gods Rebuke, they get the kill. Looking to throw a fissure. Now he finally gets it down. Ori taking a lot of damage. They'll rotate over the Disruptor. But with PYW and the Disruptor making a rotation, Kinetic Field is down. Somnus in trouble. They land to the X as well as the Torrent. They get the kill onto this TA. And that is a good turnaround from VICI. He's silenced first, so he can't snowball. But now he's got the snowball going over the neutrals. Chalice right on top of it, gets hit by it. However, with one more shot, will get the kill. Has the slight. Now looks over at Yang, who doesn't have mana to work with.
Just
However,
a really good adaptation by X-Nova there to just take the point in Phantom's Embrace, which normally I just, like I said, I just wouldn't like. But in this situation, it feels really good.
So then Old 11 over towards bottom. They have better duration, and maybe you're using that duration to have a better harassment overall. Goes, gets the pounce, snowball in.
Oh, what a
Timber Chain doesn't hit, and the snowball comes in on time. Eurus will now get the kill on the Timbersaw, so
it must have been.
I think it was here, yeah.
Like just. Yeah, I guess he was trying to block the Ancient Camp, right? It makes sense.
Ooh, they got around his Slark, Timber Chain, and Old 11 gets some revenge on Eurus.
Like tier 2 tower.
Tier 2 tower takes about 900 damage, and now they've got themselves the arena down. That's just to escape, but they've got the remnant, so Chalice keeps forward. Great Soulbind from X-Nova. And there's the Ink Swell. They'll get the pop onto Ori and Yang. 3 kills there for LGD.
A Vessel first on this Kunkka to be able to try and help deal with the Timber as well.
Spear misses, Searing Chains onto 2. They've got the Fissure to follow it up. Echo Swim's available for FY, so he might try to position himself near this snowball. Doesn't actually get in time, but now the Echo Swim comes through. Somnus starting to output some damage, but if they lose X-Nova, shards are through. Locks up Chalice. They've got the Glimpse. Can they get more with this? Torrent hits, God's Rebuke, Somnus low, hit with the Thunder Strike and the Spear coming in. The Fissure's just a little bit too late from FY to keep him alive, and now the Pounce reaches him up, and they'll get the kill. X pulls back this Timber into the Static Storm. They've got the Ghost Ship, and they clean him up.
On the Ember
Chalice
as
now
well.
hit with the snowball, and he's in so much trouble. Gets the
They're gonna get the glimpse.
However,
They're gonna get the
DY.
Radiant's middle tower is under
5 seconds.
On cooldown for 5 seconds, doesn't have the mana, has 6 stick charges, now has the mana.
Oh,
So
X-Nova.
glimpse back the Grimstroke, and this is a very dead X-Nova for the second time this
On the
engagement.
Kunkka here as well, but he doesn't actually have any vessel charges,
is under attack.
which is a little bit worrisome. And I guess they do still have
Slark's
arena.
gonna join in. They've got themselves the arena. The Soulbind locks up the Mars to the Slark, but it's not gonna matter. They've got the Timber on the wall with the spear, and
Most
Eurus
of the
goes into
damage
the Shadow Dance. There's the Snowball getting pulled in, maybe back over thanks to the Glimpse. Kinetic Field, X marks the spot. Timber's still continuing to get controlled in this situation. The Torrent hits as well as the damage. It won't be there. It doesn't finish him off. So the Fissure comes through. Eurus tries to avoid the fight. Searing Chains on Ori with the Inkswell, Kunkka in trouble, and with it popping X-Nova, he'll take the life of the
Trying to
Kunkka.
come over on the Radiant side, but are they going to be too late? If PYW can throw the shards in, he might be able to snowball on time here.
Ooh, Snowball. Oh, ends up outside the pit. Static
They get the
Storm.
kill on the Radiant.
Get the kill. Snatch the Aegis for Somnus. Chalice now needing to run. He's got the Remnant to get some distance between him and the side of VICI, but Somnus now fighting Yang. Yang doesn't have that spear for another second. Finally, they're moving forward, but there's the trap. Eurus gets the kill on X-Nova. Echo Slam comes in on the 2 of these heroes. With the Totem, they'll take out PYW. Chakram right on top of the Mars. They finish off Yang. And a Remnant looking for more. Side of Fist, Searing Chains, through into DY. DY doesn't have that glimpse. It's on cooldown for another 5 seconds, but Eurus moving
mana on
forward.
Chalice.
Here comes Old 11. Eurus now here with the help of Ori. They've got the X. They'll take out DY. They hit the Torrent with the Ghost Ship, taking the life of Chalice. And now Somnus, he joins the fight. They look over at Ori. The body blocks coming in from Old 11 with the Chakram and the Fissure hitting. They will get the life of the Kunkka. They find Somnus. They've got the Snowball. How far away is the Disruptor? He's not too far. Does have Glimpse, but PYW... I mean, it's a little too far. Side of Fist, Searing Chains doesn't hit. Static Storm right on the Ember. Great job from DY. Bad job from Yang to miss that spear, and now they're not going to get the kill onto this Ember.
Why didn't he just use the God's Rebuke
BKB for yours.
PYW might be in trouble again here.
He did just die. He's got the Snowball, but it's only extending what looks to be the inevitable. Soulbind used. Yang comes in, lands the spear onto the TA. They've got themselves the Kinetic Field.
Oh, they're going to buy on you. Ori's coming in from the top.
Nothing doing for the moment until Ori comes through. Lands the Torrent onto the Grimstroke, gets the kill with the double damage and the Tidebringer. Now they find
maybe he might die
themselves
twice.
Snowball. Somnus in trouble. They'll get the Aegis.
Can they... They've got Dark Pact.
So there's the Torrent landing. Shadow Dance used. Fissure stops the Slark for a moment, but they get the second
Yules
kill, and
on
now,
Old 11.
oh boy, they've got Old 11. There's the Walrus Punch keeping him here, and Old 11 in so much trouble, surrounded by VG. BKB potentially a Scotty after, but he's chosen to go to the Axe, which we've seen dominate in this tournament before. They've got the arena down with the spear, but this is focusing onto the Timber side. They have the damage to kill him off quickly enough. He's got the Yules, the Ghost Ship comes in, the Static Storm is down, but it will finally run out. However, they've already got the kill on Old 11. They do trade Yang. No, Echo Slam with that blink on a 2, but there's the BKB coming in from Eurus. They will finish off DY, so the support goes down, but the damage coming in from Somnus. Eurus trying to get out of this one. Ori comes in, he's got the X, pulls him back, keeps Eurus alive, now needs to run. There's the trap. Ooh, Stroke of Fate into the trees. Remnant forward, Chalice Sleight of Fist, but doesn't get the Searing Chains out.
Oh my god, what is
Silence,
happening?
Inkswell, Somnus. They will get the kill onto this Slark.
No movements from VICI alike.
Next, they're about to find Ori. He's on the high ground, and now he tries to run away. He pops the BKB in time. He ain't got the arena down, but there's the Soulbind onto the Kunkka as well as the Mars. They'll get the kill on X-Nova. Coming in with the Remnant is Chalice. Chalice, sight. Remnant back. Somnus's BKB is running low, and they do get the glimpse out onto the Ember. They find themselves Old 11 by himself.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Old 11 moving forward, doing a lot of damage. Static Storm with the Fissure coming through. Old 11 destroys Yang and DY. Jesus. And Yang buys
So
back.
this might be okay for VICI, especially for the Slark in
They
particular.
found the Ember. They can get this kill onto the Ember, it would be big. They've got the BKB as well as the Leech coming from Bounce. But he uses that Yules, and he's surviving. With the Walrus Punch coming through from PYW, though, Eurus gets the kill. He pops his own BKB, goes into the Shadow Dance. They'll buy back on Chalice. He got a Remnant nearby.
Eurus.
Timber chain forward. Eurus now without the BKB, but there's the Meld Strike. A couple of shots coming in as well as the Chakram. They've got the Echo Slam hitting on a Bolt of Kunkka as well as the Mars over to the side. Eurus backs off. He'll have some time to heal up. Yang, he did just buy back, so if he gets killed, he's going to be gone for quite some time, and he will fall. Down for 90 seconds, gets an arena in, so they've soloed out Old 11. And can they get the kill onto the Timber? You're still backing off. However, with PYW and DY working, they are giving him a little bit of the bully, as the rest of LGD will finally join into this fight. X, as well as the Torrent, won't land. He's got the Yules, tries to get back.
Fisher. They really want the Roche.
Blocks them in.
These echoes from FY in the last few fights have been crazy.
They found Old 11, they've got the Spear. They'll lock up the Timber, they're doing a lot of damage, but here comes Chalice. Static Storm committed. Yules, is it going to be enough? And he'll eat the cheese, so now he's back to full health and full mana, but BKB's been popped by Eurus. They look over at Chalice with TA going in pretty deep. They've stunned him up. The Fissure lands onto 3, but they're doing enough to take out the first life from the Templar Assassin. Now Remnant looking back towards the fight as they've got the second life. The Spear comes through from Yang, so that spears him up, and they'll get this Sark away. Question is, how many are they going to lose? And they lose just the mark.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Just fully buys out a Bloodthorn.
Take the tier 3 and probably this full set of racks. You gotta be careful about how you go into this because FY is waiting in the back looking to throw down an Echo Slam. So Eurus comes forward. They've got the Snowball coming in. But a good job. Static Storm now placed on the TA. TA taking a lot of damage, forces the BKB out. But on the run from Eurus, I don't know how far away he's going to get. He's leashed up with the Soulbind, so that's what keeps Somnus alive. The glimpse comes through into X Nova, but he still can't get forward because he's still leashed up to PYW. Finally, Unleashed gets the kill on X Nova, so it is just one. The entire time, though, FY very, very diligent about it. Ooh, boy, Somnus. Old 11 laying wait, but now the blink forward, they've got themselves the Walrus Punch as well as the X that lands with the Torrent. They focus their attention on the Old 11 for a moment.
The Bashes!
But here comes the kinetic field. The Bashes through on the TA!
Oh my god.
Eurus! He gets the dominating spree.
The glimpse as well.
The life of the TA. Now they've got Old 11 all by himself. They'll get the Torrent landing here with Ori killing off.
It could be a refresher. And if we get double Static Storm from ZY.
They've got the Torrent. Fissure comes in. Timber Chamber. They've got the Glimpse right on back. So the first hit bash coming through from Eurus. The Yules will be used. Chalice, as they've got Yang pretty deep in this. The BKB is going to be popped as well as the Spear coming through on Old 11. The Walrus Punch from PYW. They get that kill onto this Timber. He doesn't have buyback. He's dead for 80.
Now he's not really scared of anything when he jumps in.
TA still staying on the high ground. Ori right there, willing and waiting to go up onto the high ground. Great save from PYW. That's going to be the Snowball on a Somnus. So buyback on this Ember, but Echo Slam committed, and it's a lot of damage on Ori. They'll get the count of the company. He doesn't have buyback either, so he's dead for 90 seconds. They look over.
Chalice!
The Static Storm is out onto this Ember, and now he's in so much trouble. The arena keeps out the rest of LGD, so he's all by himself. The Walrus Punch comes in. They get the count of the Chalice. They do lose Yang, but that is very worth it when there's no longer an Ember into the game for 2 minutes.
To make big plays every single fight for them, which he's been doing so far, but the pressure's on.
They're going to go after Ori. By the way, the item that was coming in on the courier for Ori was the Heaven's Halberd. They found the Disruptor by himself. 3-shot by Somnus. So now they're without the Static Storm, but he does have buyback, which he'll use immediately. Chalice comes over with the Fast Remnants. They look at Old 11 as they got the damage onto the Timber. The Torrent comes through as well as the Ghost Ship. The Echo Slam gets used, but it's not going to be that much damage. The BKB's going to be popped by the Sark. They look to finish off the FY Earthshaker. They will kill him off. 2 heroes buyback on the side of LGD, but remember, Somnus doesn't have buyback, so he's dead for 100 seconds. Without it, they find themselves X Nova. They'll get themselves a 4th within the fight. 2 of these heroes already bought back. Old 11's back into it. He'll take out PYW, who also has buyback. Timber Chain across, but they've got the X as well as the Torrent, so they lock up Old 11 for a moment. Coming through is Chalice, Sleight of Fist, Gem on the deck, which Chalice will pick up. But without the TA, it doesn't feel like they're going to be able to go after this Roche. And now they've got the X as well as the Torrent. The Fissure hits on a 4, but it's not going to matter. Eurus gets the kill on a Chalice. He doesn't have buyback. Gets the Axe Blessing from that Roche. So he picks up the Moonshark, gets the Axe Blessing. Now they've got themselves the Blink as well as the Arena down. The Spear hits onto the Timber. They've got themselves the Static Storm in. Old 11 ends up dead. They'll get the kill on X Nova too. They were without this Timber for 2 minutes. Finally, the TA is alive, but they're going to focus the tier 4s. This could just be it, and it's GG called. VICI are your OGA Dota Pit champions. They take the series 3-1, and they absolutely dominate this best of 5.
What a good way to end.